Well, hello, friends. How are you? Dean the Turkey Legster here on a Sunday night. Surprise, surprise! You may pop in, or you may see the replay and say, I thought you weren't going to be live tonight, and this is a different time that I'm live. Um, but this is Sunday night, Drumsticks after dark. So welcome. This is a slightly different time that I am going live. And I one second, meant to not go live at all, but I decided that I would just for a few minutes. So this is unexpected, I know. Surprise, surprise, but welcome to Drumsticks After Dark. I'm Dean the Turkey Legster. And normally I have been going live on Sunday. For the last few weeks, I've been going at 10:30 um, Eastern Time. But I have some big plans tomorrow. Going to be heading down to Walt Disney World. And I'm going to be heading out as early as I can tomorrow morning. So I decided I would go live a little earlier and for just a few minutes. So I'm going to just be live for 15 to 20 minutes tonight. And oh my goodness, I wanted to talk about anticipating going to Disney, packing your bag. And oh, hey, Jonathan, welcome in. Just doing a short stream tonight, talking about making sure you have everything to go to Disney. So I was getting my bag ready because I'm going, and I guess going to Disney is a little different when you're local and you're only going for like the day. It can also look maybe a little different when you live like right close to Disney and you're, less than like a half hour away. For me, I'm like right at 1 hour travel. So I go for the day or several hours. And so it's different from people who might live further away and have to come. They might travel longer, and it might be so long a trip they stay overnight, at least 1 or 2 nights, and kind of make it several days at a time. So getting ready to go to Disney looks different for a lot of people, depending on where you are. But where I'm at, for me, my getting ready for Disney is getting ready to go, packing a backpack, getting ready to go down for the day or for most of the day. And since I do have to travel for right at a full hour, I do try to plan on as long as I can, as much of the day as I can plan on to be down there. So I'm planning to go down there, enjoy the Magic Kingdom in the morning and midday. Then in the afternoon, I'll be enjoying the resorts, the Magic Kingdom, monorail resorts a little bit during the afternoon hours, and looking forward to that. But so with that, I am planning to do a live stream. So I've got I don't have a gimbal, yet, but I do have a little handle, two little handles, a handle and a tripod that I put my phone on to stream while I'm there. And so I've got those packed. I have an extra battery pack to top off my batteries. My both I'm on a phone right now. I have a second phone that's at 100%. This phone is in the 90s, but I'll be able to plug this in to charge in my truck while I'm driving down. So it'll be right at 100 when I get to the park. And then one day I will get a gimbal, Jonathan. I've started shopping, but I just don't have. I need to work on my work situation. I need to get a different job and get some more money coming into my life for a while. And then I can, really look for and get an official gimbal. But that is a goal to get myself. But for now, the handle that I have that you can attach your phone to, the it's a small tripod that I just got that was inexpensive, and so I got it, and I enjoyed streaming with that when I was at Epcot. It's really handy and easy to go. If I need to go to set the stream down while I'm getting a drink of water or looking in my bag for something, whatever that may be. I just set the tripod down, set it up, get the legs out, and set down the stream. Um, so I'm really happy with that investment. But yeah, the next step will be to just get an official a gimbal and to kind of practice what doing a stream with the full on gimbal is. So I'm all set as far as that goes. I've got my magic band. I've got a bag of extra napkins that I have collected on previous visits. I've got some extra straws in the bag. I've from previous visits, I've gotten an extra straw or two that I can use if I've got a drink that I need to use a straw for. I've got a small packet of tissues in case I need it. What else have I got? I've got some extra Ziploc bags. Some of these, this is for something I'm doing in my room, but I've got several of those Ziploc bags in case I buy a treat and want to take it home with me. And what else? I've got a hat in there. I had my umbrella packed, but I didn't. Oh, hey, Tina. Welcome in. I'm just live for a little while tonight until maybe another 10 or so minutes, just talking about getting ready for my Disney trip tomorrow. I decided that I needed to. I had the live bug tonight. I still wanted to go live and chit chat with some people. So I decided to go ahead and go live tonight, even though it really has to be a short stream. So anyway, welcome in. I'll just be live for another maybe 10 minutes because I do want to head out, get down to Disney as early as I can tomorrow. So yeah, I've been getting ready, all ready to go. looking forward to it, to my trip down there. And yeah, so I thought I'd chit chat about packing for Disney. Um, so I'm ready to go as far as the day is concerned. I do have some water, some bottled water that I um, Jonathan says, knowing you, you will have a little binder folder or something flat for keeping napkins. Well, I don't exactly have that, but yeah, um, don't exactly have the folder or anything, but I will. I do have. I should grab my bag, but I have a small Ziploc bag of just extra some bunch of napkins in case I, get my turkey leg or another treat, and I sit down and I realize I didn't grab any napkins from the stand. Then I've got a stash of napkins ready to go for that. Um, far as wrappings and papers, I did get some um, wax paper that's got the 50th on it. Last week, was it last week in Epcot? I got some of that, so I've got that collected. Um, but yeah, so as a visitor that just goes for the day, that's what I've packed. That's what I'm ready. I've got waters. I'm gonna take bottled waters with me. Hopefully, I don't need to buy as much or any water while I'm there. I am planning to get my turkey leg as usual, and then possibly something else later in the day. And I've no idea what that might be. I know I'll be around the resorts during, when it gets closer to like dinner time. So that'll be something that I'll look at that point, see what I wanna get. Um, so it'll be fun to get something else. Um, while I'm visiting the resorts. So anyway, for a few minutes, I thought I would pull out this book and read about some of the characters. It'd be fun to sort of reacquaint ourselves with some of the characters in the world of Disney. So I am going to pick a random movie and I will read about that cast of characters, that group of characters from this movie. Ah, and we've got Coco. Coco. so, so the characters go in alphabetical order, and here are all of the characters from Coco that this book has. First, we've got Ernesto de la Cruz. Ernesto de la Cruz. Star of stage and screen, the charming and charismatic Ernesto de la Cruz is the most famous musician to ever come out of the town of Santa Cecilia. Even after his tragic death on stage during a live performance, De la Cruz is just as beloved in the land of the dead as he was in the land of the living. Hey Dave, welcome in. Just doing a really short live tonight. I'm heading down to Disney first thing in the morning, but I still wanted to go live and hang out with people for a little bit tonight. The next we have in the Coco is Hector. Hector. Hector is a delightful and scrappy trickster who is on the verge of being completely forgotten by those in the land of the living. In a desperate attempt, in a desperate effort to keep his memory alive, he makes a deal with a most unlikely companion, a human boy named Miguel, who finds himself in the land of the dead. Oh. Next we have Dante. Dante. Nearly hairless and missing some short teeth, Dante is a Zolo dog, short for Zolois Quinto, the national dog of Mexico. Dante becomes a loyal companion to Miguel and guides him on his adventure through the land of the dead. Next up, we have Mama Coco. Mama Coco. Miguel's great-grandmother, Mama Coco, doesn't say much, but Miguel is eager to learn from her, the oldest living Rivera, about his family's past. And then next, we have Miguel Rivera. Despite his family's baffling generations-old ban on music, Miguel Rivera dreams of becoming an accomplished musician like his idol, Ernesto de la Cruz. Desperate to prove his talent, Miguel finds himself in the stunning and colorful land of the dead, following a mysterious chain of events. Along the way, he meets charming trickster Hector, and together they set off on an extraordinary journey to unlock the real story behind Miguel's family history. Now, did you know Miguel comes from the town of Santa Cecilia, named after the patron saint of music? I did not know that. And that's all the characters that they have here from Coco. All right, let me pick one more group of characters. Okay, I'm going to pick this one. Oh, oops. Now we are in Toy Story. First we have Woody. Woody is a cowboy sheriff doll with a pull string that, when pulled, proclaims his signature catchphrases from the 1950s TV show Woody's Roundup. Woody has always been Andy's favorite toy, although he was initially nervous that another toy might take his place in Andy's heart. Woody has learned to accept any toy that comes into his boy's room. As far as Woody is concerned, there is nothing more important than being a toy and bringing joy into your owner's heart. Even once Andy is grown, the loyal Woody maintains a steadfast belief that Andy still cares about his toys, even if the other toys think Woody's devotion is misguided. As toys venture into their unknown future, Woody remains the voice of reason. It is his job, as their dependable leader, to ensure that no toy gets left behind, even if that means saying goodbye to Andy once and for all. Now, did you know original drafts of Toy Story had Woody as a mean, cold-hearted toy? That changed when the animators realized audiences needed to be able to sympathize with Woody. I did not know that. Did you know Woody was originally meant to be a ventriloquist dummy? I did not know that. And did you know Woody makes cameos in A Bug's Life, Cars, and Meet the Robinsons? I did not know that. Although I do know you can see like references to other like Pixar films in like different Pixar films. For example, I know in Finding Nemo in the dentist's office, if you look carefully, you can see the Pixar ball, the was it Luxo, and or the Pixar ball, sure, or is it the something from Pixar, the either the ball or the lamp. I think you can see, but I think there's also a Buzz Lightyear doll sitting in the waiting room at the dentist's office. So next time you watch Finding Nemo, look for that. But I know there's little Easter eggs hidden in all the Pixar films. Anyway, moving on. Next up, we have Rex. I don't like confrontations. Anyway, Rex may look like the most fearsome dinosaur in the toy box, but this T-Rex is one of the most lovable toys of the bunch. Although he's easily scared in general, the one thing that really terrifies Rex is the thought of being replaced or abandoned. Despite his endless worrying and insecurity about his small roar, Rex always comes through for his pals. He approaches life with childlike enthusiasm and is usually up for just about anything, especially if it involves playing a Buzz Lightyear video game. That is true, Jonathan. That would have been very creepy. And hello, Amy. How are you? Happy weekend, Sunday, and to everyone. Um, Next character, we have Ham. This pink piggy bank with a penchant for one-liners knows everything about everything. Or At least that's what he'd like everyone to believe. But there is more to him that meets the eye. He often takes part in the games Andy makes up, playing the role of the fierce villain, evil Dr. Porkchop. Next we have Buzz Lightyear. Buzz, 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 buzz. A heroic space ranger action figure, complete with a laser beam, karate chop action, and pop-out wings. Buzz is a kid's dream toy. He quickly becomes a favorite of young Andy, much to the dismay of Woody. But Buzz is no normal toy. In fact, he doesn't even know at first that he is a toy. He firmly believes he is a space ranger stranded on a hostile planet. It is only when he finds himself in the home of Andy's cruel neighbor, Sid, that Buzz learns the truth and comes to understand how important it is to be a toy. Although Buzz's relationship with Woody gets off to a rocky start, the two ultimately become the best of friends. While Buzz's sole mission used to be to defeat the evil Emperor Zurg, the thing he comes to care the most about is keeping his toy family together. Now, did you know Buzz's fictional home is the planet Morph? And now, did you know, and I just talked about this, Buzz makes a cameo in Finding Nemo as a toy in the dentist's office. And did you know Buzz is 11.43 inches tall without his helmet? Did not know that. Next we have Mr. Potato Head. A wisecracking, hot-headed spud with a handy set of angry eyes, Mr. Potato Head is as disgruntled as they come. He's an eternal pessimist with a tough plastic exterior, but his total devotion to his sweet little potato, Mrs. Potato Head, is as clear as day. Mr. Potato Head is best buds with Ham. They even team up together in Andy's games, where Mr. Potato Head plays the dreaded one-eyed Bart. Next we have Mrs. Potato Head. As Mr. Potato Head's biggest fan, Mrs. Potato Head adores her brave Spud and is always willing to lend him a hand or an eye. While Mr. Potato Head's sweet potato lives up to her pet name, she also shares her husband's hair-trigger temper. Although she technically belongs to Andy's sister, Molly, Mrs. Potato Head spends most of her time in Andy's room with her husband. She plays the role of one-eyed Betty in Andy's games, and she also acts as an adoptive mother to the little green aliens. Next we have Slinky Dog. A dog is a man's best friend, or in this case, a cowboy's best friend. Slinky has an incredible amount of faith in Woody. Although he is friends with all the toys in Andy's room, he is most loyal to Woody. This practical pup will go to almost any lengths to help his friends. Then we have Bo Peep. Although Bo Peep is technically Molly's toy, Andy likes to borrow her and make her play the role of damsel in distress. That's fine as far as Bo Peep is concerned. She's perfectly happy spending time in Andy's room with her crush, Woody. Bo has been known to use her shepherd's crook to pull Woody closer to her for some private time, something Woody doesn't mind at all. Hi, Noah. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Next, we have the little green aliens. Ooh. Often heard exclaiming, "Ooh!" in unison, the three green multi-eyed squeak toys came from Pizza Planet, where they resided inside the game with the mighty claw. The little green aliens now revere their adoptive parents, the Potato Heads, instead of the claw, because Mr. Potato Head saved their lives and they are eternally grateful. But the little green aliens haven't forgotten their time in the claw machine. They actually picked up some useful tips there and turn out to be quite handy with a different claw when their friends' lives are on the line. Next, we have the Sarge. Sarge leads the Green Army men who are masters at reconnaissance. It is their job to keep an eye on Andy during birthdays and Christmas and report back on what gifts he receives. Sarge takes his no man left behind policy seriously and will readily jeopardize himself to save any of his men. Unfortunately, his ranks have depleted over the years, and Sarge knows Andy's departure for college will mean the trash bin for him and his few remaining soldiers. Making what he considers the only possible decision, Sarge and his soldiers choose to make a new home for themselves at Sunnyside Daycare. So, in the interest of time, because it's getting late for me tonight, I'm going to finish up with reading Andy. Kind and imaginative, Andy is just the kind of kid a toy dreams of being owned by. He loves nothing more than playing with his toys and making up exciting scenarios for them to play out. His favorite toy is Woody the Cowboy, although the Space Ranger Buzz Lightyear comes a close second. Wherever Andy goes, Buzz and Woody go too, or at least they used to. As Andy grows up, his bedroom walls, once covered with Sheriff Woody and Buzz Lightyear posters, become plastered with images of sports cars, rock bands, and skateboarders. The grown Andy no longer brings his old toys out to play, or no longer brings his old toys out from the chest for playtime, but he hasn't been able to bring himself to get rid of them. With some prodding from his mom, Andy recognizes the time has come for him to decide the fate of his favorite toys. But it takes a little push from Woody for Andy to realize it is time for a new generation to enjoy what once made him happy. And with that, I am going to conclude this stream for tonight. Yes, no, I can't wait for the Roundup Rodeo Barbecue either. I know Resort TV 1 put up a video over the weekend. Josh got to go to the media event for the Roundup Rodeo, and from the video, it looks amazing in there. So if you haven't caught that this weekend, Resort TV 1, it's on Resort TV 1, and it just looks like a really fun experience. Um, but anyway, I am going to go ahead and say good night for tonight. As I mentioned towards the beginning of the stream, I am setting out first thing in the morning to head down to Disney World, to Magic Kingdom. I will be streaming tomorrow around noon Eastern time, so tune into the channel for that. And with that, you all have a gobble-tastic evening and have a great week. And remember, like Buzz and Woody, you've got a friend in me.